Ladies and gentlemen, my name is, whichever you prefer, Andrzej Ładak, Andy Ladak, and I go by some other names that some of you have used as well. I'd like to welcome you to this event, to the installation ceremony and the official introduction of the recently elected members of the American Polish Cultural Society and the board. I'd like to thank, before I forget, Stanley Krull for providing us with some delightfully soothing piano music, including several melodies or songs like Uwiłem się z nią na dziewiątą, which I remember as a child because I grew up with a mother who used to listen to this music all day long on the radio. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The opening comments will be fairly short. We're going to move to dinner before too long. But before we proceed, I would like to introduce some of our distinguished guests, starting with Father Roman Pasieczny, who's the pastor of St. Lawrence Parish in Utica. Honorable John M. Chmura, or Chmura as I call him, Chief Judge at 37th District Court. Richard Valavender, the Honorary Consul for Poland. Jolanta Hałaszkiewicz, President of the Michigan Division of the Polish American Congress. And we have at least one representative, Stella, here from the PNA, Stella Szczesny. And if there's anyone I missed, come up to me after the program, we'll talk. Well, I will introduce, okay, you're right, the Polonia Media. That's important. I had forgotten to mention that here. It's written in my margins because I had moved it over to another location. That's the problem with being the MC, is you kind of never get caught up. And so, but yes, the Polonian or Polonia Media is represented by Alicja Karlic, who is the director of the Polish Media Center. And also we have, I see Mr. Jerzy Różalski, who's the director of Polish Variety Radio for many years. And again, I hope I haven't missed anything, anybody, but I think that pretty much covers everyone for the moment. So before we proceed, I would like to ask Father Pasieczny to begin the afternoon's program by offering an invocation.
Good afternoon. Niech będzie pochwalony Jezus Chrystus. Może nie wszyscy mnie znają, jeszcze raz, ksiądz Roman. From St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence Parish, it's a great parish. Maybe not everyone knows where is it, but it's Utica and M59. We have great school and we have 1,056 students. Yes. I think this is the largest Catholic school, not only in Michigan, in many other states too. So we are very happy. If we'll have another, like empty 4 spots for classes, there'll be probably 1,300 students. It's a waiting list for. Wszyscy Amerykanie mówią na mnie Father Roman. Roman, not Roman, Roman. It's easy for them. So I'm saying that I am the richest priest in Archdiocese of Detroit. Do you know why? But wherever you will go to any church, there is always Roman Catholic Church. So that's my church. Yeah. So my dearest, I'm sure most of you know me right now, Father Roman Pasieczny, pastor of St. Lawrence. I want to thank to Pani Basia Lemecha. Nobody can say to Pani Basia, no. So that's about the Pani Basiu. Thank you very much for inviting me for this beautiful time, and I am very, very happy. Yes, that's an installation committee for the American Polish Cultural Center. Society. No, okay. The American Polish Cultural Society has become in a way a landmark to many people, especially those of us in the surrounding area. Over the years, we gather in this place to celebrate, to honor, and sometimes, unfortunately, to grieve. People like to come here because they are received with great hospitality and respect. And of course, the American Polish society has been well known for decades for the delicious food and many others, and drinks. The hard work that goes into all of the activities and celebration to uphold the pride and dignity of the American Polish people is not in vain. It is extremely important that all of us keep in mind where we come from, that the sacrifices of our parents, grandparents, and those before them made. Let us never lose their pride and humility. I believe because of all of our dedicated efforts, the spirituality, culture, and enthusiasm of Polonia will be passed on to the next generation. So I don't know. Congratulations. God bless you. Thank you very much for the people who were before, and right now to the new board. Wszystkiego dobrego. Z serca płynące życzenia. Now we'll pray for the newly elected board of directors. Let us bow our heads in silence. Almighty God, by your power we move and have our being. We are gathered here today to serve you and pray for the newly elected board of directors of American Polish Cultural Society and Center and all its members. Give these members knowledge and strength to do your will with a proper balance of eternal values and present needs. May they accept their responsibilities while considering the opinions of other people. Grant them wisdom, intelligence, and patience. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. I do believe I have to say also together, blessing for the food, what we'll eat right now. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. Zjedzmy wszystko, wszystko wszyściusieńko. Hej, żeby na tym stole było puściusieńko. Hej, żeby na tym stole było puściusieńko. Na zdrowie, smacznego!
I might add, by the way, on a personal note, that Father Roman and I and my family go back quite a few years because before being at St. Lawrence, he was a pastor for many of years at St. Martin de Porres in Warren. That was my mother's parish, so that's where we know each other from. So thank you. All right, so I was afraid Father Roman had taken my script, but no, he didn't. So now we'll proceed with the dinner. I invite all of you to enjoy a dinner prepared and presented by the Capo staff of the American Polish Cultural Center, who is also part of the society. I encourage you to enjoy what I hope is a pleasant conversation around the table. And after dinner, of course, we'll resume the program and move to the official portions of it. So thank you all for being here.
Okay, good. Go ahead. Cut. Keep cutting. Keep cutting.
Okay.
Oh, make a wish? Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Got it.
That's the success than you.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Nothing's more important than that.
We would like to sing Stolat in honor of the both the past, departing, if you will, board of directors, as well as Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. I would like to ask my colleague Ludwig Krobach to the podium at this point, and we'll introduce the new board, and then we'll ask Judge Chmura to come up and administer the oath of office.
Thank you, Andre, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Ludwig Polish.
I have been on the election committee for more than 10 years, and it is my great pleasure and privilege to introduce newly elected executive board, board of directors, and a financial review committee to be sworn in to uphold the office as a new American Polish Culture Society board. Let me start from the top. When I call the name, could you please come forward? We kind of have a tight spot, so stay close together. As a president, was selected Mr. George Ujatkowski, so please step forward. As a first vice president was elected Pani Zofia Duniec-Dmuchowski. Please step forward.
She'll be back in a minute.
Oh, she's back. We're not, okay. As a second vice president was elected Mr. Richard Zdzisław Franicki. Please step forward. As a treasurer was elected Mr. Walter Majas. Please step forward. As a recording secretary was re-elected Pani Jessie Wyszyński McLaren. Please step forward. And as a corresponding secretary was re-elected Pani Zdzisława Gumul. Should we wait for Pani Zofia Dmuchowski? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new elected executive board. Now, let me introduce the newly elected board of directors. Because their roles, responsibility, and pay is the same, so I'll call their name in alphabetical order. Pani Dorota Bochiński, please step forward. Pani Maria Chodubski, please step forward. Mr. James Conrad. Mr. Mark Czech, please step forward. Yeah, Marek, not Mark, sorry. A NSC pani Zofia Dmuchowski-Duniec. Please. Okay, next is Mr. Frank Dmuchowski. Please step forward. And Mr. Henry Gung, please step forward. Pani Danuta Górne, please step forward. Mr. Donald Kalishak, he is not here for some reason, so yeah, supposedly he's cruising. And also Mr. Arnold Swiminski. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new board of directors. Now, let me introduce Financial Review Committee, and as same like the group before, they have a same responsibility, they're getting paid the same. So I'll call their name in alphabetical order. You can ask, but you... Mr. Andrzej Chodowski, please step forward. Mr. Richard Konrad, please step forward. Mr. Richard Kubina, please step forward. Mr. Andrzej Oshika, he's not present with us. He's got a duty of babysitting his kids in Denver, Colorado. And Mrs. Pani Barbara Sowinski. Okay, now I'll invite Judge Chmura to administer the oath of office. Mr. Chmura, they're all yours. Right here, yeah. And I'll give you the microphone.
Okay. First, though, it's a mistake that you gave me the microphone. Never give one to the judge. As you know, I'm chairman of the Polish Day Parade Committee. We have a number of people here from the committee that put on the parade. I want to give a quick shout out to the members of the committee that are here. Frank, there's Frank. Well, they're all sitting over there mostly. Yolanta, who else is here? Anna, Stella, Donna, Jurek. Did I get? Oh, Basha. Oh, where? Oh yeah, their treasurer. Let's give a quick round of applause to these people here. Without them, there would be no parade, and they do a great job. And I wanted to give a quick shout out. You know what? Maybe I should go back here because I have to put this book down. There's a mic there. Just do. It'll be a little, okay. It'll be a little bit easier. And I do want to thank Barbara for giving me the oath of office in the large print version. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, with that, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In the presence of honored guests and the members here assembled, I ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me the oath of office. I Everybody? Okay, good. Do solemnly promise and pledge that I shall faithfully serve as. Now state your positions. Of the American Polish Cultural Center and Society, and will do the best of my ability to serve and uphold the Constitution and the bylaws of this organization. So help me God. By the authority vested in me, I now proclaim you duly installed as the new Board of Directors for the American Polish Cultural Society and Center. I congratulate you upon your election and my best wishes for a very fruitful and rewarding term.
Okay, so we can go and sit?
You probably can, that can speak.
All right, excuse me. So we've got the legal, the most official part of the ceremony done, so to speak, completed. So thank you on my behalf, and I speak for all of us members and past and present board members. Thank you to all of you for assuming your new positions. I would also like to thank the outgoing president, Ryszard Tarnicki, for 5 years of dedicated service to the Cultural Society. And also what I'd like to do at this point, well, first of all, I would ask all of you to be seated, other than Mr. Tarnicki, whom I would like to invite to say a few words, and then we'll follow with the new president of the board.
Dobry wieczór Państwu. Good afternoon. Nazywam się Ryszard Tarnicki. Pragnę Państwu serdecznie podziękować za przybycie na dzisiejszą uroczystość. Ale przede wszystkim pragnę przy tej okazji podziękować wszystkim członkom zarządu za wspólną pracę. Przez te ostatnie 5 lat byłem prezesem Society Centrum. Dziękuję za Wasze wsparcie moich starań dla dobra naszej organizacji. Wiecie Państwo, że były to trudne lata, a zwłaszcza podczas COVID-u i po. Problemy finansowe były olbrzymie, ale pracowaliśmy razem i przetrwaliśmy. Dziękuję wszystkim pracownikom, włączając Panie z biblioteki, bo oni wiernie stali ze mną w ciężkich chwilach. Dziękuję Pani Elżbiecie Łynki za jej pracę, za jej pomysły na ulepszenie i odnowienie naszego centrum. Tak dużo zrobiliśmy. Jestem dumny sam z siebie, że to było na mojej warcie jako prezes. Moje wszystkie poświęcenia i starania przyniosły olbrzymi owoc, bo zobaczcie, jak nasze centrum odżyło. Jak nasze dążenia odnowienia doszły do tak wspaniałego efektu. Dużo jeszcze pracy przed nami, więc życzę nowemu prezesowi pomyślności i wytrwałości, być silnym liderem dla centrum, bo nasza polonijna perła musi się toczyć w pozytywnym kierunku. Ja będę dalej na straży i służył z pomocą. Olbrzymie podziękowania składam dla Barbary Lemechy i całego komitetowi wyborczemu za przygotowanie i przeprowadzenie wyborów oraz za zorganizowanie programu przysięgi nowego zarządu. A praca była trudna, intensywna. Jeszcze raz dziękuję serdecznie. Jak dyktuje nasza tradycja, przekazuję teraz tę pozycję prezesa na nowe ręce dla George'a Kurzatkowskiego ze szczerymi życzeniami pomyślności wytrwałości i sukcesów na dobrej drodze, aby Polonia jako perła była, jest i będzie amerykańsko-polskie centrum w Troy, Michigan. Now a couple words in English. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today and taking part in this celebration. I would like to express my sincerely gratitude to all members on board who gave their time, talent, their financial support to help us grow and to make us prosperous. My 5 years as president of the board were very rewarding for me. I'm very proud of our accomplishment and our progress. I also want to thank our staff members and librarians. I can't thank them enough for their hard work and their loyalty during difficult time under skillful management of Pani Ela Winki. Thank you. Also, I would like to thank Mrs. Barbara Lemeja as chairman of the election committee, who has been spending lots of time preparing and conducting new election, including swearing-in ceremony event today. I would like to congratulate the new President George and wish him successful in his new roles. Thank you very much to all of you for your support and attending our very important event today. George, please step forward. Now I'm passing power over to you, George.
Thank you very much, Pan Tarnicki. I greatly appreciate the kind words. So, hello, dzień dobry. My name is George Kurzakowski, and I want to thank everyone who placed their trust in me, been voted for me as the next president of the American Polish Cultural Society and Center. I want to thank my wife, Cindy, my mom, my brother, my family, and everyone else for their support, especially my sons, Kevin and Alex, who maybe one day will also want to help the board in a couple of decades from now. I want to thank Mr. Tarnicki for his 5 years of hard work as board president and director for many years before that. I have great respect for his work, and I truly learned a lot from him as the board treasurer the last few years. I will work to continue the effort that he and all other prior board presidents have done over the last 40 years. We want the center to continue to thrive and grow and be a source of pride for future generations of Detroit's Polonia. Our center is the heart of the Polish community in the Detroit area. It preserves our Polish history and our heritage. It celebrates our traditions and brings together generations of Polish Americans and friends of Polonia by celebrating baptisms, first communions, graduation parties, weddings, funeral lunches, and all other family events. Former presidents of the United States and Poland have even made speeches and had dinner here. Our center is a special building and is possibly the most elaborate Polish cultural center outside of Poland. We not only have a vibrant cultural center, we have banquet halls, a restaurant, and a catering delivery service. The center is also home to the National Polish American Sports Hall of Fame. It is very unique for one building to provide all these things under one roof. The center is also home to the Polish American Congress Michigan Division, which historically has been one of the most active and most Polonia-supported divisions in the country. My vision is to help the center and society grow and prosper and continue to be welcoming, vibrant, and sustainable for decades to come. We will maintain the needed balance between the cultural aspects of the society and the business aspects of the center that are needed to pay our employees and our bills. We will work with and help our partners, the Hall of Fame and the Polish Congress Michigan Division. Together, we will honor our past and build a strong future for the next generations to appreciate. Thank you for this opportunity to lead the American Polish Cultural Society and Center. Now I'll say a few words in Polish. Chciałbym serdecznie podziękować wszystkich, którzy pokładali we mnie zaufanie i wybrali mnie na nowy prezes American Polish Cultural Center i Society. Dziękuję mojej żonie Cindy, mojej mamie, brata, dzieci i reszcie wszystkie, co dla mnie głosowali i wspierali. Chciałbym również wyrazić wielki szacunek dla pana Tarnickiego i jego dobra robota jak prezes. Zamierzam kontynuować jego dzieło, budując miejsce, z którego nasza Polonia będzie dumna. Moim celem jest rozwój centrum, co jest sercem polskiej społeczności tu w Detroit, żeby centrum dobrze funkcjonowało przez kolejne dziesięciolecia. Wspólnie i z naszymi partnerami Polish Congress Michigan Division i National Polish American Sports Hall of Fame będziemy honorować i tworzyć nowe możliwości dla młodych pokoleń. Dziękuję bardzo za zaufanie i za wsparcie. Dziękuję.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move now to a segment that we're calling the special awards presentation. And I would invite again my colleague Ludwig Robach to come up to the microphone. Tutaj jesteśmy.
Okay, we have a few awards that we're gonna present it, and the first one is Bogumiła Ewa Gala. Please step forward. And Grażyna Tarnicki will oh, I'm sorry, no, Andrzej Chodubski, sorry, Andrzej Chodubski will present her a gift.
Okay, today is such a beautiful day. It feels like springtime, and I feel like a spring chicken. Good afternoon. My name is Andrzej Chodubski. On behalf of American Polish Cultural Society, it is my pleasure to present Appreciation Award to Ewa Gala. In appreciation for her contributions to the success of the American Polish Cultural Society and American Polish Cultural Center. Let's give her a big applause, big hand.
Okay, the second award is award to Mr. Zbigniew Martusiewicz. Please step forward. And Grażyna Tarnicki will have something for you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Drodzy Państwo, mam ogromną przyjemność podziękować naszemu koledze, który chwilowo zawiesił swoje czynności i mamy nadzieję, że to tylko tymczasowe. Pragnę Zbyszkowi złożyć serdeczne podziękowanie za jego tak wieloletnią pracę, za jego poświęcenie dla naszego ukochanego centrum. Zbyszek jest niezawodny. Pomaga nam w każdej potrzebie, nie tylko doradą, ale również bardzo hojnie finansowo, za co jesteśmy bezgranicznie wdzięczni. Więc tym małym symbolem dziękujemy tymi słowami. American Polish Culture proudly presents Zbigniew Martusiewicz with Appreciation Award, with grateful acknowledgement for his extraordinary contribution, dedication, and the resolve in assuring our success. Thank you very much, Zbyszek.
Okay, and there's a third award is for Mr. Richard Tarnitsky, and it's going to be presented by nobody else but Barbara Lemeha.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I thank you so much for being here. It's a privilege for me to represent this special recognition to our president, who was serving us for past 5 years, but that's only as a leader. He's been here for 2 decades. Going on the roof, fixing the air conditioner, going in the kitchen when the things break, he was always here, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. It saved us a lot of money too, because we didn't have to call someone to do it. It is a privilege. He appointed me to be on the scholarship committee, and that was great because he was the wind between my wings. He told me to do it, and I said okay, and we did it. And I have to tell you, the scholarship committee under his guidance is one of the biggest that we had in a long time. We have over $36,000 in a scholarship. And this gives me opportunity to thank Zbyszek, since he was recognized today. He started a new scholarship called Marshall Lewandowski Scholarship for the students who are studying in the art field. So I thank you, and he's generously donating money every year to that. So I thank you. I thank Mr. Majasz for going on the radio every Saturday and reminding Polonia to give money to the scholarship because we are in need. And it works. Recently, thank you to Pani Elżbieta, we received $10,000 donation to our scholarship, which is great. Thank you. Ryszard, now I'm going to read what it says in there because that was in the script. I didn't have a script to say what I was supposed to say, but it's in my heart. I thank you. You know, we had the installation committee, and I have to thank them because they were great. And Andrzej Ładak, where are you? He was my backbone. I wrote something and he corrected, or he said fix that or fix that. And Ludwig Robert, where there is Ludwig, he was, when I have a problem, I would call him wherever he was. He was up north. He says, I'm buried in the snow. What do you want? I had a question. Andrzej Osik, I was in New York and I couldn't be here. Andrzej and Grażynka did all the nominating, counting the votes, and I thank them for that. Who else did I forget? Andrzej Chodowski. He was another gentleman who was so absolutely wonderful. Again, I was in New York and I said, you know, there are new nominations. Can you send them to me? So he took a picture of every one of those applications and he sent it to me via text. So I thank you. Thank you, committee. We've been doing this for a few years. I don't know if the new president wants us to do it again, but it was a very rewarding job to do that. So I thank you. Oh, I have to put my glasses to read this. You know, I had a friend once before when things didn't go right. He says, forgive me, I never been old before. You know, every award has its purpose. Recognition, for appreciation, for a thank you. And we couldn't think of the word to thank Ryszard for his work, so we decided to be a distinguished award. So this is American Polish Cultural Society Distinguished Service Award, proudly presented to Richard Zdzisław Tarnitsky in gratitude for this dedicated leadership of the President, 2019 to 2026. You know, it's the 2-year terms, but he did for 5 years because of COVID, so Richard was president for 5 years. And when we went to choose the awards, his wife says, well, you know, this I can put in the kitchen. Everyone who comes, they can see that. So that's why he has a base. So I thank you. I thank you for being here. Congratulations to our president. Congratulations to new coming president, George. And I thank you for being here.
Thank you, Barbara. Barbara said a few moments ago she's never been old before, and that made me kind of smile because I guess none of us have been old before, but it also reminds me of something that I wish I had said 20 or 30 years ago. I don't remember where I heard it, but it's to the effect that if I had known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself when I was young. But you're only as old as you feel, as the old saying goes. In any case, what I'd like to say, speaking of Barbara, she is a dynamo. She is, other people have said this before, but it's true. I can't say enough good words, and I speak on behalf of so many people. She's an inspiration, and she always has been. And she's impossible to refuse or to turn down when she's so persuasive. But on a more serious note, I really admire her, and again, I speak for so many people, that her energy, her dedication, her leadership in many ways, and her willingness, which is a part of leadership, is the willingness to listen to other people, to take advice, and to act on it. I can't say enough good things about Barbara. So at this point, I'd like to invite Barbara for a kind of a surprise. Yes, and back up to the lectern.
Basho, on behalf of the American Society, I would like to say thank you for your dedication, hard work, and for everything you do for us. Thank you so much. Thank you. I thank
Thank you so much. That is, you know, there's nothing like more rewarding than being appreciated. I do it because I love it. I do it from the bottom of my heart. But I should thank you for this recognition. Thank you.
At this point, I would like to invite the General Manager of the American Polish Cultural Center, Elżbieta Wenke.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to take a moment to thank our incredible board of directors, the people who make decisions, solve problems, and somehow still smile when things get complicated, true survivors of APCC. Thank you for your dedication, teamwork, and commitment. To our directors who have decided to leave us, we want to thank you in a very special way. You have been with Center through the ups and downs, and what just happened moments. We are grateful for everything you have contributed to American Polish Cultural Center. You might be stepping away from your office role, but your impact remained with us, and we know you will still be watching us, but probably with popcorn in your hands. On behalf of everyone here, thank you to our directors, past and present. Thank you. Now, Panie Prezydencie, with a truly grateful heart, I want to thank you for your years of service as a president of American Polish Culture Center and for the opportunities to, we had to work together. As a general manager, I recognize the heaviness of leadership and the sacrifices that come with it, and I do not take that lightly. I appreciate not only your hard work here, but the moments when you lead with integrity and empathy. I am thankful of the moments when you showed solid and steady leadership, when you protected what you believed was right, when you worked to bring people together. I am grateful for the leadership you showed in a moment that required courage, for listening when it was difficult and stressful, for standing firm with the responsibility demanded, and for seeking solution rather than conflict. I am grateful for times you choose dialogues over division, patience and service over personal gain. Your willingness to work across differences, to protect dignity and to take responsibility in challenging times when it was very difficult, and we know that at our center you never gave up. These are qualities that matters to me the most. They build trust and leave a lasting impact. Thank you so much, Panie Ryszardzie. Also, thanks nominating election committee, thanks all the guests for taking part in this ceremony. Thank you very much. And now, it is my honor to welcome our President George Kuratkowski. We are grateful that you have accepted this role. You may not fully realize it yet, but you have just won the most prestigious job where everyone has opinions, a few people agree, and somehow everything still becomes your fault.
And no pay.
But don't worry, we promise to support you, at least most of the time. I look forward to your leadership, your new ideas, and guidance as we move forward together. Changes bring opportunities, and we are confident that under your direction, we'll continue to grow to our community and achieve great things together. May your time in this position be filled with wisdom, success, and meaningful impact. On behalf of everyone here, welcome you, George, and support you in this role, this important role. Thank you.
I would like to take this opportunity not only to thank Elizabeth, but her staff, and I see a few other people like Tomek and a number of others, and say for myself that my wife and I have been members from the very beginning of the Cultural Society, and here at the inception of it. And in the intervening years, I have always found the staff of the Cultural Center not only helpful, but competent, cordial, welcoming, and there have been so many times when I, and others of course as well, but when I personally have asked for their help, have had to have come over here and asked for a favor perhaps even, and have always been treated with cordially and helpfully and professionally. And needless to say, I've enjoyed the food in the restaurant for many years too. So again, this is a gem. I think somebody else may have mentioned the same word, but this is a gem. And this is an opportunity for me also to on a personal level, to say that as a child of post-war Polish immigrants, having come to America at the age of 3, I was brought up, I was fortunate among other children or my compatriots my age. I was fortunate to have come to an area like Detroit, and there are a few other cities like that, Chicago and a few others I could name, where at that time, and keep in mind this is early 1950s and thereafter, so the war has just ended 6 years prior to that. We came here and we had a network of support. consisting mostly, in our case, the immigrants of that time, again, we're talking 1950 or thereabouts, people who had gone through the war, nevertheless, and had some horrific experiences during the war, nevertheless came here because they couldn't go back to a communist-occupied Poland, in many instances. They roll up their sleeves, as the saying goes, and they raised the children, they educated the children, they worked, and they raised us to be not only proud of our Polish heritage, and taught us to speak Polish and Polish history and all that other good stuff, culture and so on, but also, in fairness, raised us to be good Americans. The two go hand in hand. And that brings me to the cast, if you will, the guests over here. As I look at those of you seated over here, you represent the best of Polonia, and you also inspire hope in people like me. That, as someone said a moment ago, or a while ago, I think George may have mentioned something, that this goes on. There's a few young people, of course, at my age, everybody's younger than me, but a few young people here that offer us hope, because I expect to see them at the Polish camps and scouting, or in this organization for years forward. So it does inspire us, gives us hope for the continuity, if you will, of Polish heritage, the Polonia in the true sense of the word. So thank you, and again, this builds on what Elizabeth said and others have mentioned. I would also like, before we conclude today's presentation, to invite Richard Valavender to come up and perhaps say a few words on a topic at this point.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I have a long version and a short version, and I asked Pani Basha which version should I give, but since she gave such a long version herself, I'll give the short version. Szanowni Państwo, jest dla mnie wielkim zaszczytem pogratulować nowo wybranym członkom zarządu i dyrektorów. Dzisiejszy dzień to nie tylko początek nowej kadencji, ale także kontynuacja dumnej tradycji promowania polskiego dziedzictwa kulturowego. Przyjmując te funkcje kierownicze, zobowiązaliście się Państwo do pomocy w zachowaniu polskiej kultury i tradycji. Wasza gotowość do służby świadczy o Waszym ogromnym zaangażowaniu. Niech Wasza kadencja będzie naznaczona współpracą, inspiracją i znaczącym wpływem. Gratuluję i dziękuję za podjęcie się kierowania i służby. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on the election or re-election of the officers and directors of the American Polish Cultural Society and Center. You are assuming this important function and leadership position at a moment that is challenging and yet is full of great potential. Across the United States, Polish cultural organizations are straining to remain relevant and struggling to attract new members. We can cite sociological and demographic reasons for this phenomenon, but that's not important now. What is important, first of all, is to understand and accept the fact that this American Polish Cultural Center must play a critical and leading role among Michigan's Polonia in promoting Polish culture and heritage. Secondly, it is important to act boldly on that understanding, because our center is in a unique position. Only our center has the meeting and dining facilities to be able to host both large and smaller Polish events and gatherings. Only our center has the organizational structure to welcome as members not only first-generation Polish immigrants, but also second, third, fourth, and even fifth-generation Polish Americans, nawet w obu językach, polskim i angielskim. Only our center has as its exclusive corporate mission to be the center of Polish heritage. So we now need you to expand on this wonderful legacy left by the center's founders and previous members and leaders, and to take it to the next level. I urge you to lead with courage, to try new things. And by the way, I have a lot of ideas, and I'll be sending those in writing to the board. Finally, in conclusion, I again want to thank you for your willingness to serve as leaders of the center and the society, especially at such an exciting and challenging time. Thank you, and may your leadership inspire a new chapter of strength and renewal for all who cherish Polish culture. Dziękuję.
Thank you, Richard.
Good job.
Well, I'm trying to find something else on this list that I can talk about, but I think we've pretty much wrapped up. I'll conclude by, among other things, thanking Judge Shmura, Father Kwaszewski, so to speak. Thank you for for all those of you that I have had the pleasure of working with, including a stint on the board of directors several years ago. And in closing, thanks to all of you for being here, and as George just said, and as others have mentioned, for representing, regardless of your age, representing Polonia, the best of Polonia today, and also giving us hope for that Polonia to continue, so that we can have events of this type for years in the future, and enjoy and appreciate the Polish heritage that is represented by those of you present and by this center and by the American Polish Cultural Society. So thank you, have a good evening, and stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you in a couple of years, if not earlier.